Hi, I'm Nicholas Daines, bringing you another hard-hitting documentary, bringing my book, Dare to Dream, to life, which provides an insightful, honest and inspirational guide to beginning and developing a career within the many different areas of the entertainment industry. It's all about realising dreams, and in the last documentary I gave you a unique insight into the world of stunts. But have you ever wondered what it's like and just what it takes to be a performer in a live show? Well, let's find out. So I'm going to take you on a journey into the colourful world of corporate entertainment and show you just what a performer has to go through to be part of a headlining act in a live show. For this particular event, I'm teaming up with aerialist Catherine Wald and my acrobalance and aerial partner Daniel Thomas.
Hello,
now, Dan and I have worked together for many years all over the world doing shows. So Dan, tell us about your career and how you got into the business.
A bit by accident, really. Some young lady knocked on the door and said to my dad, "Do you have any kids that want to join the gym club?" And my dad jumped at it, sort of said he'd use up some energy in the gym. So I started gymnastics, progressed very quickly, competed for Britain for many years. At the age of 19, had enough, bodies had enough, and then ever since I was 19, I've been performing around the world, like Nick says, doing aerial acts, climbing material like this, like your curtains in the house, doing roll-ups and crucifixes and things, and balancing like this, and still here 22 years later. By golly, does it hurt. But anyway, it's a pleasure to work with Nicholas here.
Oh, thanks Dan, thanks for that. Okay, let's get some training because we need it if we're going to be ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
let's go.
Cheers.
Being a performer involves a lot of hard work. Tough training regimes as well as rigorous and thorough rehearsal schedules must be implemented. The work simply never stops, and in addition to practicing old routines, a performer is always developing new skills, studying different techniques as well as maintaining equipment. There are many types of performers within the industry, from dancers to magicians, DJs, musicians, motivational speakers, comedians, as well as actors and physical theatre performers, under the banner of which the realm of circus falls. Within this group, there are again a plethora of different performers, from acrobats to jugglers and clowns to aerialists. For this particular live gig, we will be performing a combination of acrobatics and aerial skills in a style made popular around the world by Cirque du Soleil.
Today is show day and we're at the venue now, which is Old Billingsgate Market in the centre of London, and this is a huge corporate event for Amlin, which is a big insurance and reinsurance underwriting group. And as you can see, these corporate gigs are not small affairs. This is a huge operation. You've got so many people involved. I'm not actually going to be playing the piano at this event, but it's amazing just how many people are involved in a one-night gig like this. You've got musicians, you've got us, which are the aerialists, you have florists, you've got the caterers, you've got the waiting staff, there's light technicians, sound technicians, riggers. It's amazing just how many people are involved, and just for one night. There's thousands and thousands of pounds involved, and the corporate industry is a £1 billion industry every year. These corporate events attract big names, and tonight top comedian Michael McIntyre is the master of ceremonies.
The nominees are Jeremy Anderson, Property Claims Team Leader, Amlin UK, Stephen Price,
we're just about to start rehearsals, and tonight Dan and I will be performing on these, which are called silks or tissue. They were made very popular on the corporate scene by the likes of Cirque du Soleil, which they use a lot in their productions. Cirque du Soleil was founded by Guy Laliberté and is probably Canada's biggest export. Training on these things can be a lot of hard work, and it's quite painful as well. As you can see, I have a big bruise on my arm from doing the roll-up, so no pain, no gain. But we're going to start rehearsals now. We've had a few problems. The silks were a little bit too long to begin with, so we've had to shorten them. And as we've not worked together as a trio before, with the lovely Catherine.
Please don't say that in front of the client.
We've never worked as a trio, so
Yes.
we're actually just throwing this together. So this is what these events are like. You know, sometimes you have to sort of scramble at the last minute to work together. So we're trying to iron out a few things and make the choreography flow. So we're going to go through that now, so we all know what we're doing.
Nick, can we just have you in makeup before you do that, please?
No makeup.
I'm just getting a bit of a shine on the top of your head.
The best thing about working with Dan is the fact that you both hate funny costumes, makeup, and all that glitz and glam.
And faff.
We leave that to the girls. You can do that.
Today, the world of live performance is a very valid career choice, with performance opportunities across the globe in theme parks, hotels, cabaret shows, cruise ships, award ceremonies, trade shows, private parties, and even in some restaurants. In my experience, one of the hardest aspects of actually beginning a live performance career is locating those specialized training facilities that can make your performance aspirations a reality. Therefore, in my book, Dare to Dream, this information is readily available and even highlights those facilities which offer degree courses in the circus arts.
Beginning and developing a live performance career is one of the chapters in my book, Dare to Dream. And the reason I wrote the book is because the entertainment business as a whole is like a labyrinth. You have to feel your way around, and it's really not clear how to find your way around. So would a book like that have been helpful to you in your starting your own career?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I was lucky enough to look on the internet and see if there was some sort of degree that incorporated gymnastics as well as dance, as well as performing. And I was lucky enough to find the circus space where I did my degree of 3 years. But then after I graduated, I didn't know, where to start, who to approach, what jobs I wanted to do. I mean, I knew Cirque du Soleil was my dream, but things like that you have to wait to happen. But in the meantime, you've got to make money and make your dream of performing come true. And it's very difficult to find people that want to help you because it's such a competitive industry. So a book like that would have helped me to understand, what companies to approach, what agencies, what kind of work there is, whether it's stunts, whether it's dance, whether it's cruise ships or circus companies or cabarets. It would have given you some sort of guide, whereas I kind of had to do it all on my own and see what everyone else was doing without actually being told.
That's fantastic, and that's exactly what the book encapsulates, all those things that you said. So did you eventually make your dream come true?
I am actually. I was really lucky because I was on the Cirque du Soleil database and they liked my stuff, but it was just about waiting for an opening to happen. And I just recently heard that I've got into the Beatles' Love in Las Vegas, so finally my dream from being 8 years old and seeing my first Cirque show of Alegria, I'm actually making my dream come true and I'm going to be in one of their shows, so yay!
That's
well
fantastic. So we have living proof that dreams do come true, and if you push long enough and hard enough, you can get there. So that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Today I am a stuntman working on some of the biggest movies in cinematic history, a profession which has its roots firmly planted in physical theatre and the world of circus. The first professional stuntmen were actually clowns and comedians, so it's a fantastic feeling to know that my career follows in the footsteps of the greats such as Buster Keaton, the Keystone Cops and Harold Lloyd. I've actually been fortunate enough to use my aerial skills in several big movies, including Ella Enchanted starring Anne Hathaway and Batman Begins with Christian Bale. But as with any aerial stunt, you must always remain alert to the dangers that present themselves every day in this industry. There have been many tragic deaths over the years from aerial work, and so this area of performance should not be taken lightly. So that was the rehearsal. It all went okay, you know, there's a few minor hiccups here and there, but that's what rehearsals are for. So hopefully the gig will go well, so fingers crossed. So Dan, how was the rehearsal for you?
Yeah, it was not bad, not bad. Yeah, we got the silks at the wrong length, so we got lots of trailing silks, and I was getting tripped over it. So I've been a bit of a perfectionist to just get it right, so bear with me.
Okay, good.
How'd it go for you?
But yeah, it was alright. I said it was not too bad, just a few minor things. But I'm going to go and find Kat and see how it was for her.
She's alright. She's alright. She's very
She's a lovely one.
She's a hot.
So the rehearsal went well. I had to cut a few moves because the line they're using is a rope instead of a cable, so it changes the way that the dynamics of the piece, and it's a lot more spongy. So I had to cut some moves that had more dynamic drops, so that it's safe. And also we've not had a lot of rehearsal time, so it's better to be safe than sorry.
Okay, just come off. The show went okay. There were a few minor incidents, you know, the silk slipped on my final roll up, so I really had to press it out, otherwise I would have fallen through and then I've been stuck in the silk and that would have been really embarrassing, but managed to get out of it. And the rest of the show was good actually, yeah. I think the audience really enjoyed it. It's just a nerve-wracking experience, you know, being a performer. Before you go on, you're like racked with nerves and you think, I can't do this, I can't go on, but you just have to be strong and do that whole mind over matter thing. So it went well and I'm pleased. There were a few timing issues, but the rest of the group did a fantastic job and the client's really pleased, which is the main thing. So here's to the next one.